Alright, folks, we're back. I would like to apologize for this taking a couple of days. I need to turn that down a little bit on my speaker end because I didn't realize that was going to get louder. I forgot. Anyway, yeah, I meant to do this on Wednesday, but I was just dead tired. And that's just as well because it turns out that I saved like 2 minutes. Excuse me. I saved like 2 minutes before where we got stuck last time, so I felt like a complete idiot. Also, I've been getting a few things wrong when I've been trying to explain stuff to you folks about this game, and I would like to apologize about that as well for the limited number of people who care that this game is actually supposed to be taking place in feudal Japan, not the Edo period. That is a very, very large difference. I'm a dumbass. I don't know any of this stuff, and I think Kyushu is actually the area that Hoenn is based on, not Sinnoh, because Sinnoh is based on the cold part of Japan, which we were actually in earlier in the game. I would say I'm excused from it. I don't live there, but I barely know geography of my own home country, so I'm just a fool. Also, you will see that this area starts really ramping some stuff up in terms of the complexity. Also, again, submarine in a period where it does not belong, and it is full of food. That is very strange. Neat door sounds, not quite Star Trekian as you would like, but on the other hand... Where is that thing? I'm staring right at it and I don't know where it is. There we go. Get on the platform. And see, these things are safe to stand in, but the lava, well... I mean, the lava shouldn't be safe to stand in. Obviously, it's lava, but the platforms are pretty much resting on top of it. Come on. Oh, goodness. We have enemies that are firing big explosions at us. Hey, I don't agree with you being able to have gotten that shot off. Come on. I don't think this is a... Yeah, this is not a kill room. It's weirdly shaped, though. Where do we end up from here? We end up back at this room with the giant table. Yeah, the beginning part of this place is really confusing, but I think afterwards it kind of ends up just becoming a lot more straightforward. I think. Don't necessarily know for sure. So we just go over here, right? Yeah, every single one of those hi-hats has like that soft impact at the start of it. That's actually just me sucking in air. I'd like to apologize. I actually just recorded audio for an upcoming video like less than 20 minutes before I started this stream. I do have a big glass of water here, which you might hear slam onto the desk a couple of times. In fact, just like right there, I had to take a sip because I was feeling a little bit raw in that area. Alright, so there's going to be our silver key door. We need to find an actual silver key first to get in there. Goemon doesn't know how to operate lockpicks, I guess. Not this era. I managed to unbreak the game. Well, I went back to an older save, and it turned out that my older save was like 2 minutes before I broke the game. Which means that I could have just reloaded last time and redone that tiny little bit of the game. And we wouldn't be done with the game, we would just be further along, because there is still a little bit more of the game after this dungeon, unsurprisingly. Oh boy, this, do I have to even bother with this? I hope that there's a reason for me to be down here. Ah yes, the joys of no camera controls. Game devs during the 64 era were not always the cleverest people. We'll put it that way. Jeez. Why is there no camera control in this game? Why do I just have to stop moving in order to let this thing actually move at all? I sincerely do not understand that. And it's worse because I actually remember this being a lot more playable when I was a kid, but I also still remember one of the big issues being, oh hey, yeah, good luck aiming your not a hook shot because but a lot of that I think was down to just the fact that sprites and 3D models playing together is not always the cleanest thing in the world. And I swear I'm pressing the button there. This room has always kind of played me for a chump, though. And those ones get up. Of course they do. Get out of here. I think these ones, yeah, I figured as much. And yeah, there isn't really a... Oh, crud. I walked right off the platform. I wonder if it's like an emulator-related input delay thing, or if it's the game, or if it's the controller, or if it's just me. Because it certainly feels like I'm doing this correctly, but obviously that is not bearing out. And I gotta take the blame once in a while, right? It cannot always be something else. Anyway, we did that really badly, but we did eventually get the key, so okay, let's get out of this room. There's definitely some pretty interesting set pieces going on around here in terms of... You can't really say that the devs were uncreative. I wish it was applied in a few other places, considering some of the issues that I've talked about all the way back in the first stream, but, you know, there are just some things that, you know, what can you expect all the time, I guess, is what I'm saying. Ah! Gotcha. I need that health. I've been falling into lava a lot. Oh! I'm surprised I managed to get away with that. Good work, buddy. Right, now this... Well, that's some camera clipping into the wall. We got some funny stuff going on here. The blue stuff in the other couple of rooms is just water. There were a couple of rooms that have actual lava in them. Or, well, a red substance that looks a lot like lava anyway. This whole dungeon, as you can probably tell, is very food-themed, so it might be intended to be something else, but it just looks like lava, and I'm gonna call it lava because it does lava things to you, you know? Oh, and there's our organ coming in. And this is just, well, it just acts like regular water, but it's red. I think we can swim. Fair enough, there you go. Soup. What do you mean you're at soup? Wait. Wait a second. I made another aisle. There's just soup here. Oh, hey. Yeah, see, it's a genuinely a good and creative idea. I like what they were doing with this. Can I get a camera angle that doesn't suck butt? Like, I'd like a camera angle that lets me see some game elements, please. I'd like for you to turn back into a human also, because we're at the surface level. We should be able to do that. Is this the area? No, this is not the area I was thinking of where you need the camera. This is another area where they kind of want you to freeze some of these platforms, I guess, even though it's not necessary to. That seems like it would make sense, yeah, actually. I don't have a key. Okay, it's just over there. Can I just jump in the hot stuff and... Yeah, this is really this easy. I can imagine that you'd have to, like, go through the actual thing if you were doing this with relatively low health, but we don't have to worry about that right now. Oh. Those things try to rocket at us, so that's... a bit of a pain. Don't let them do that. And there's our gold key looking a little bit bronze this time instead. Another silver key room in that direction. Our gold lock is right here. Oh, look at this. They're giving us quite a bit in here to pick up. We get a key, and more importantly, we get a bazooka. Let's trust anyone in this party with a bazooka. Ouch. That floor texture barely looks different to me. Here? What do we got? Alright. It looks like we're going for another dive, I think. Yep. No? Oh. It just takes a million years for it to register that that's okay to do. Huh. And see, this is over where the elevator that we took at the beginning of the area was. So now up to the surface. Again, I would like a camera angle that I can see in. Is there anything over here? Actually, yes. But it's a small entrance. I'm at the surface. I'm as high up as I can go. Come on. Yeah, that is a bit of a pain in the butt. Like, there seems to be a massive swing in either direction when it comes to when you can activate the magic abilities, as they were. Is there anything of actual note in here, or is this just like a place to get power-ups or something? Oh, there's an extra life. Okay. Those might actually have some value sooner or later, because there's a part where we can die with reasonable difficulty in the not-too-distant future. And there's... elevator. We're coming up pretty close to the area where we need this guy, right? Yeah, they should actually tell us. Find the hidden route using the wind-up camera. They just blatantly come out and tell you this because, honestly, I think this game is not very good at teaching you like, to know to do that stuff. Now, how do I get back on the surface? This is where we're seeing a little bit of the issue with your jumps out of water are absolutely comically tiny. Ah, good, we can do this. Alright, so I think they really want us to do this jump. Yeah. Oh, I still have the camera on. Duh. Yeah, this design is very smart and very good. I like this a lot, which I think I mentioned before. Can we climb up these in any way? Oh, wow. Wow, this music definitely turned into, like, a Sonic level theme in a very fast. Like, that top layer is definitely something that belongs in Sonic 3 or something. You don't hear the music. Oh, shit! I left the desktop audio thing on OBS Studio off this whole time. Oh my god. For the last 17 minutes, I'm a fool. Okay, my buttons aren't working properly because I'm not focused on the window. That's right, it's BizHawk, not the other one. Wouldn't be one of my streams if I didn't goof something up really stupidly, but, let's take this thing out. Can we get some health going, please? Even if it's at the cost of making these fights take forever. Grab. Please. Yeah, but definitely, so I guess at least I remember to go yeah. Let's hope that never happens again. Spoiler alert, it probably will at a really inopportune time. Although again, you know, if this is around when I'm finishing a game, that is not exactly, yeah. Alright, so those will still have some coins. I don't really need the coins. I think I'm completely set on any need for those that I would have for the rest of the game. So this is where our silver key will take us. This will probably take us over to the other key that we don't have yet. What do you have for us? Oh yeah, telling us again. Find the hidden route using the camera. As I said before, the game isn't really like, it shows up so sporadically, really, that it is not always easy to get a ton of reinforcement on some of that stuff. If we'd had more instances of that, at this point, it would just be like, okay, just do it. That diamond key will get us to that next door. Is there anything in here? Okay, there's that. I may as well pick that up while I'm here. If I can just remember how to get there. Oh, is it really just go... It's probably just go along the wall, yeah. Unfortunately, I also have to get on top of these crates properly, because that appears to be a bit of a trial on my end. Excuse me. I was almost there. I'm gonna get it, just... Again, I'm not sure that I will need 9 lives to beat this game, but just in case. I've been playing this better than I usually do, and then I do something like that. That's all I had to do? Okay. Sure. If the game wants to let me have the easy route, sure. Oh, health. Thank you. I was gonna say, let's try going the other way, but I don't know if that's actually... Oh no, that would work. It would just be a matter of timing. And we go in here, and... I'm gonna be pretty close, right? Oops. Oh boy, it's cutscene time, everybody's favorite part of this game. Oh no, we have to go backwards. Oh no, backtracking in a game from the 90s. Oh no. Alright, what are you nerds? What do you want? Hell, are they allowed to say that in a Nintendo game? Oh wait. This was 1998. I think you could get away with it. Probably. Boo! You tell him. I think sore thumb is not the... Ah, whatever. Get to the point, nerds. Oh, used an escape rope. Oh no, I think the submarine is about to explode. 30 seconds. I don't know any speedrun tricks for this game. Okay, I guess. Time for that Metroid self-destruct sequence. Except not really. Instead, it's that time again, everybody! Time for a giant robot to let us escape from an exploding submarine immediately. And then we get to go fuck somebody up in a sequence like an arcade Punch-Out game. And we get another one of these sequences, which I'm probably about to prove myself to be completely terrible at. But you don't know what to say to this. That's perfectly fine. Honestly, that is a perfectly natural response. And yes, we need to watch out for those bridges that are just barely perceptible on the surface of the water. They just... Honestly, they look more like a texture flaw than anything, but a lot of that is due to scaling and, you know, good old N64 graphics. Oh boy, we gotta fight a fish person. Do our coins do any damage? Yes. Okay, so at least we got that going for us. I gotta remember my controls. Unfortunately, I haven't touched this in a bit of a while, so yeah. At least I remember how to do the combos, I think. Oh, pull that back in. I do want to point out, by the way, that we haven't seen this since right after the first dungeon. And they're bringing this back now, which, okay, sure, I understand a little bit of, you know, have some variety and break this stuff up a little bit, but this seems like kind of a wide gap. It's gonna get even worse because, spoiler alert, the final boss is one of these fights. So, as much as I like these, and I do, I feel like maybe you should have a better way to practice them a little bit if they're going to be A, that integral, and B, spaced out like this. How are you? We're diving. We're diving. Is this where we start getting the water spout? Oh! No, that's not what I was thinking of. But I think that's a thing that we see in this fight, is that... Yeah, okay, so we get the water spout going, and that's going to just kill our vision, basically, and so we have to do these attack patterns while we can't see anything, only for our target to come up on radar, like, 1 second before we get hit. This part of the fight is very difficult, for reasons other than, oh hey, you have no experience. Like, even if I had more chances to do this and, like, keep myself sharp throughout this game, I'd be getting up to this, like, well, you know, that sort of thing. Right down the middle, right? Yeah. Okay, maybe that's less bad than I thought, because I did notice that Fish Face was on the radar the whole time. Oh, that was pointless. I thought I was going for something clever there, but no, the game was like, yeah, we're not letting you do anything funny with this. Just deal with the combo the regular way, nerd. Toast? Yeah. Okay, so that actually went over pretty well. As I said, I feel like I've been doing this better on stream than I did playing this offline, which I did a couple of weeks ago for the primary reason of A, I could, and B, my internet connection was pretty much dead the way that on the day that I got my COVID vaccine, the first shot anyway. So I was like, hey, let me see what I can do with the stuff that's on my PC, and it turns out I could run this through BizHawk, and we were all good there. Going to France, huh? Well, alright. I want to save? Yes, actually. Because after that, I don't trust myself to do that well again. Hey! Now that's just rude. Alright, so we have an objective here. To rearrange my windows for a second, because I went to go check my email during that fast travel sequence, because it's fairly lengthy. Alright, so there's one big thing in this town that we only kind of investigated. And I think I may be jumping ahead a step or two here. Oh. I didn't have a thing equipped. That was not so clever of me. You can see, let's at least highlight this, because do I have to go somewhere now? Yeah, I do. Okay. That's weird that you can't cancel it. Good to know that we know that now. So, how about that Foo Fighters disco album? Which is apparently really going to be a thing. That's all I've got to say at the moment. Hey, can we talk to you? No. So we may have to go get some more information from some people in town. I'm jumping ahead a step or 12. You don't say. Sometimes it's hard to talk to people properly. Is this where I go? I have now forgotten a little bit. Hey, you. Maybe you know something. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have to ask him because he usually is the sort of guy who knows about rare stuff. Yeah, there you go. You have to actually talk to Benkei first, and then he'll tell you, hey, go find the Kappa, and he will possibly move the plot forward. Of course he will. It's a video game. This is just how these things work. What do you got for us, buddy? Nice goggles. At least that's what it looks like. Well, that's not very helpful. Oh, that was terrible. It's like, what? Oh, it's a setup for a bad joke. I should know. It's this game. Have you considered explaining what you need it for? Oh, well, he didn't tell us what his favorite food is. Cucumber. Well, you have anything more specific? Cucumber that the priest's son makes. Alright, so let's go visit that priest from earlier in the game and see if he'll tell us where his son is hanging out and if we can, okay, that's not the one we want to go to. I think it's this one. Yeah. Over to the Golden Temple. This is the only priest in town, so it has to be the correct one. Watch the big sacred fire at Mount Noigatake. Well, oh, I was going to say, we'll find out that we can't get there, exactly. Get to the big fire. Only those with extensive training who can jump unimaginable heights will be able to proceed. I hate training. Yeah, I'll try. In Bizan of the Chigoku region, there is a locked warehouse. Here's the key to the gym. Alright. So, this is where we're getting Sasuke's magic ability. Or, I think the game calls them magic abilities. That you would use with the C up button, which in my case is the up button on the D-pad. Because remember, playing this via an emulator and using a PS4 controller. Because I don't have a good way to hook up an N64 controller right now, which would actually just make a lot of these a lot easier to negotiate, I think. But, of course they would. Anyway, just as simple as going in here. Hey, buddy. This guy looks familiar. Ready to develop your legs and ankles and become a super jumper. Yep, let's do the thing. This is just the top of Whomp's Fortress, but longer. Jump from foothold to foothold along a pillar within a specified time limit. Yep, they give us 99 seconds to accomplish this one, which is just as well because it's very easy to fall off of this. And yeah, when you get to a place like that where the path turns, it's very easy to hit your head. Sasuke is already a good jumper to begin with, so actually that kind of works against him here, because he seems to already have a little bit of extra height on his jumps, it feels like, so it's very easy for him to reach the peak of his height and just whack his head. Yeah, like that. Ah! And then if you screw up around those triangular parts, you fall all the way down, basically. That sucked. And as I feel I've expressed before, I'm pretty bad at 3D platformers in this era and don't like them a whole lot. I mean, you know, I don't hate them. Obviously, I'm playing this willingly. And once I actually remember to get set up again to stream Banjo-Kazooie off of my N64, because I know that I can stream that off an N64 and I don't know about emulators, I will be streaming that, again, willingly. I don't want to be like, oh, I hate them so much, but I would rather play a 2D platformer over a 3D, that's for sure. Point is, it's really easy for me to screw this up, because I'm bad at video games. And that time, I pressed the button, but apparently my input didn't go through in time or something. Again, I keep saying this, but I need to set up an input display on my stream for stuff like this, because I hate to be the person who's like, oh, hey, my controller, or oh, hey, it ate my input or something. Oh, and this guy's gonna insult us, too. What a jackass. Come on. At bare minimum, you can skip the tutorial the second time through. Fuck. Get on the platform. Come on. One of the very few times you'll ask me catch me hoping for a moving platform to move faster. Seriously? Bull motherfucking shit, I jumped. There's gonna be a little bit of that through the rest of this part of the stream, I'm pretty sure. Fuck you. Ugh. I almost want to just let the timer run out from here, because I don't know that we're going to have enough time to do this anyway, even if things line up properly. Come on. Not a good idea to jump up there, because you'll just get knocked right off. Whoa! I almost got thrown right off there. That was Suddenly the thing being generous. Oh, that was not so generous, though. We were almost there. I think we were almost there anyway. There could have been a whole other section, for all I know. Oh no, that was just some weird clipping. Good old weird clipping. A hallmark of the 5th generation of video games. Okay, here the positions are just not good, so this one at least is actually, like, intended to be a challenge, this little bit of it. Crud, get on the... And then as soon as I say that, I start experiencing the things that are not intended. Or slightly less intentional, anyway. Oh my god, really? What stopped me there? I don't know what stopped me. That was a pain in the butt. Yeah, this is a big reason why, even if we had gotten the game not broken last time, we would have probably not been able to finish this game that whole, through that last stream. We would have had to... We would have had another stream anyway of this. Really? Huh, that was weird, because I didn't hit the... I apparently didn't hit the jump button, rather, because I definitely pressed the button. I just didn't actually jump, I just walked up the level. That was weird. Right, this time I should actually have... Yeah. I should actually have time to be able to catch that platform. I think there's only the one platform on this end, too, or something. Yeah. See, look how close we were to finishing that the last couple of times. Literally free. We obtained the flying magic powers. And by flying, we basically mean a jetpack. Like that. And he screams really loud. Also, yeah, you have to come to a complete stop in order to use it, because planning. Alright, so the place we need to go is right over here. Oh, that was a little silly. And yes, I do want to point out, by the way, that needing to come to a complete stop before you start pressing the button and controlling it the way it is very awkward. $800 Rio. Yeah, I told you we would need a little more money. But hooray, we got some cucumbers. We can go get the thing and use that to let us go to the final dungeon. Oh, there's my map. Oh, it doesn't want us to do that? Okay. Fine, don't let me have fun. This door? Yeah, there we go. Alright, nerd, I got your cucumber. Oh hey, didn't try to scam us. They didn't pad the game out further. Hooray! Well, we are now off to the snow zone. Okay, so we have to port out to the village. That's as close as we can get. Yeah, you can see that they get a little stingy with warp locations later in the game. Here we are at the stone circle. You can see we got these 4 pedestals. I don't think we really looked at this place very much earlier, but you get into place on top of this sort of Dogu looking head here, and it asks us if we want to save. Open the passage to outer space. If you go to outer space, you may never be able to return. Oh no. Yeah, so this is a place telling you, hey, you can't come back from this. If you have anything you want to go pick up in the world map, go do it. But honestly, 100%ing this game is not my goal at this point. So let's go. I don't even know where everything in this game is. And here we are, final dungeon time. It's probably going to be in our best interest to bring Sasuke out, because we're going to have to float around a lot here. Also, this music is pretty good. Well, really, the whole soundtrack of the entire game has been fantastic, so... saying that is like, yeah, obviously. Obviously. Listen. You're lucky I can speak properly at the best of times. Someone is going completely apeshit with those orchestra hits, though. And I'm all here for it. Alright, well, Silver Key is right over there. As I said, we're gonna jet boost over to a lot of this stuff. That was foolish of me. There's stuff on this floor, I think, right? Yeah, we got a surface here that hurts us. There's nothing down there. I was wrong. I should just do normal jumps. I should also have a camera angle that doesn't suck butt, but, you know. We've already had that discussion about this game like 10 times in this stream alone. That was not correctly done at all. Yeah, I'm screwing this up a lot, which is kind of surprising because this is not that hard. I blame a lot of this on a complete lack of camera angles, though. As I have been pretty much this whole time, because really... Well, we got our gold key, so do we just go out here again? I think we do, because I don't see another door in this room. Alright. Gold key collected. I controlled that really badly, but I got away with that. I'm kind of impressed. Alright, so we fell all the way down. We have to now, in order to be able to get anywhere, well, we gotta let these things pass. I forget that these little gaps are actually, like, safe to be in. Gotta dodge these falling razor blades at us. Or coming at us, rather. Don't know what's up with this setup. Do we want to be up there? I don't know. I can't see anything up there now because I fell off. Ah, yes, nice controls there. Like, I really do want to emphasize that the control decision associated with this is actually kind of stupid. It works fine for everything else in terms of the magic powers that everyone has for... I mean, yeah, there's some diciness with, oh, it takes too long to recognize that you're standing still. But, you know, just press one button to activate sudden impact. Sure, because you're probably going to want to use that standing still anyway. Or press one button to shrink. Yes, okay, fine. That works. One button to turn into a mermaid. Yes, fine. One button to activate the jump jet, and then start moving the control stick, however. It is very awkward to use. And this is also the point where I'm starting to switch over to playing this worse than I was solo. Aside from the part where I actually sort of remember to do what I did earlier. I swear I'll stop complaining at some point, but... Oh wait, was it further out that I had to go? That's a distinct possibility, and in fact that is what we're going to explore as the next thing we should do. This might have been an actual shortcut, I just didn't realize. Because it's definitely confusing design in terms of like, hey, you gotta... You know, it's not what you would expect. Oops. There we go. Right, I'd actually forgotten that gold key was there, probably because I didn't quite notice it. I guess. Remembering, oh yeah, I gotta go to the side and I gotta go up and all this, and it's weird. Alright, so we've got different fan platforms this time. We've got a ladder down from a graded setup here. We've got another door here, so we can go take a look in this area. Oh, I think I could have crossed that area for some purpose, and I screwed up. Alright, rotation. We need a gold key over there. There's an item for us to pick up if we Don't screw it up like that. Can we just forward up to this? Not quite. Okay, so I think we actually do have to go down, go around, and go across the top of that area. Neat, we've got some more health. Run right into... Do not run right into the enemy, otherwise you'll feel dumber than usual. Which admittedly is not necessarily saying a lot. Yes, thank you. Alright, so... Switch over to Goemon. Slide over the big steel cube. Oh, we could have actually just grappled to that. Well, don't I feel silly? The answer is yes, but not for that reason. Necessarily. Up we go! It's another gold key down that way. And that's just completely free. And we need to switch to Tiny Kong here and use the mini monkey and go through the tiny hole. There we go. I guess I can't be on the scrolling floor to use that, which is a little bit mean. That's not even my fault, game. That's... Come on. Come on! Open the door. And what do we got? Don't turn around. That's not necessary. Hey. I was waiting on the camera. That one's fine, though. Ah, yes, the cubes. Ooh, this room is a pain in the butt. Because your movement on those is very, very odd. And yeah, once... And it's one of those things that, like, you don't exactly know if you need to jump or not all the time. This is a very hard thing to get a grasp on, admittedly. This is... Like, I can't even be like, game design or, controls or anything. No, it's just weird. And it would be no matter what, so... You know, fair enough. That time, however, I did not have a good viewing angle there whatsoever to, like, really go forward or anything. I should just jump to move on the horizontal ones. Alright. Move it, buddy. Come on. I jumped way too early there. That's my fault. Actually, I got an idea. This might facilitate things a little bit in a moment. If I stop screwing it up, which, you know, good luck on that. Wow, I didn't think I was going that far forward. Right. Don't do that while you're moving, because the game won't let you. This game doesn't like you to have fun. Easy. Alright, so this one is moving in like a sort of a diamond-shaped pattern, I think. And speaking of diamonds, there's our diamond key. Did we see a diamond key lock earlier? I now don't know. I don't feel like I remember one. Do we have to do something in here? This is to kill. This is a room full of enemies, right? Maybe we should clear them all out first, so we can see better here. Or is it further up in that room, which I couldn't see because, you know, we've been over before about this game in camera. Oh, I see a ladder. Okay. That blended in very... almost a little too well. Hit the big red switch, and there's our diamond key lock. See if we can get a look and see if there's anything in this water here that's worth going for, but it doesn't look like there's anything there at all, so meh. Just move on. Ooh, we get a bit of a break in the things here. I think this is technically not on the map, right? Oh no, it is actually on the map. Never mind. Disregard what I said earlier. But you can see we get a different music here. And we got these robots that throw around these roses that will stick to us and will damage us 3 times if we let them stick to us. And also we've got these shops here, so we must actually be in the Kyushu region now that was abducted. So we have to go over here if we want to buy anything, but we don't have money anyway, really, to buy that. Oh, we can get this. Is this, I don't think we'd need it, but why not? We got a little cash, so let's do this. Well, alright, kid. Let's make our way onward here. This will be an inn. Well, I mean, nobody comes here because there's nobody else really here. Alright, well, let's at least save, because we are in the middle of this lengthy dungeon. And why not at this point, right? Oh hey, that fell off of us real quick. Nice. Well, that's good to the game, at least. We didn't have to take all 3 hits. Amazing. Alright. Let's go in here and talk to people, I guess. I mean, I think that was the sound clip. Well, your delivery must have been a bit of a mess. Probably go further into the dungeon. Hello, Heron Nobody, how are you? Doors rigid and cannot be opened easily. We'll need a little bit of extra help. No, the bazooka won't do it for us. You know someone who can help us, right? At the restaurant. Okay, so yeah, here's a little bit of just sort of exploring this middle of dungeon town. Also, this gate opens, that's weird. Yeah, this is the one that we're talking about. It is blocked. Yeah, nobody will be able to open it because it's covered in wood planks. How am I enjoying it? It's pretty good. I've mentioned before the lack of the camera controls, and that is probably the biggest thing I can say against it, but, you know, N64 game design could be a little bit funky. Oh hey, it's Wise Man. Again, it looks like Dr. Light, but a lot thinner than usual. Especially compared to Battle Network Dr. Light. But then again, you got, like, better artwork for the characters in Battle Network than you did in regular one. Hold R, press C, but... does that actually work? So... I don't have the manual for this game, and I didn't see that written down in, like, anything that I looked up that wasn't a manual, because I didn't find a manual for this. That is a strange thing to not write down, and, yeah, I'm skipping over this dialogue because I'm just blown away by the fact that at the very end of the game, I've been told that there are camera controls for this that I didn't know about the whole last time I played this game and this. Oh, and also, yeah, the Wise Man's car magazines were originally porno mags in the Japanese version. So it's, you know, certainly a lot goofier, I guess. I will not forgive them. Just the way that comes off, that's pretty great. And everybody gets their level 3 weapons, which we're getting at like the very end of the game. We have got to be in the last 97% of the game. Let me try this outside. Where there would actually be a camera. Yeah, this is... Huh. That's weird that, like, nobody even writes this in any of the FAQs that I read for this game. That... Whoa! I don't want any of that. Hey! Get frozen. That's right. You can't press C right to go backwards between the items, you fool. That opens the map. Yikes! I had a moment where I forgot, that's all. My world has been turned upside down by the... That's also, I think, the only barrier that we have to break with the level 3 weapons. Much like how that rock at Mount Fear was the only thing we had to break with the level 2 weapons. Also, this music definitely took a turn from earlier. What key is that? Do we need a diamond key? That looks, yeah. I was gonna say, that looks a little clear. Oh, this is pretty great. You can definitely tell the situation is heating up a little bit, that we're getting pretty close to the end because of this. Am I sure I do not want to go around the other way? Let me at least remember, hey, yeah, turn the camera. So you know how to do it now. I just can't get a great one here because we're blocked in. We gotta let it phase through the walls on its own. Dang it. Press the button. Get on the ladder, please. Doing something a little weird with that, but, can I go around the other way, actually? Let's find out. Let us find out if we can actually go the other way, because that looks a little easier. I thought for some reason this way was, like, blocked or something. Maybe it is, and we're about to find out. Yeah. Although, like, getting caught on walls and stuff like that when you're doing manual control, that is kind of normal for the era. Okay, this will be why we can't, go through there, is because we can't go up this very steep inclined carpet floor. There's nobody in here who has, like, climbing shoes or anything like that. None of those Star Tropics shoe spikes, but that's for killing enemies anyway, so... Alright, so this might have to be one where we let the thing rotate through the walls first. And then I apparently failed to hit the button. Whoops. I think that is just controller-based input delay, because... Yeah. Turn around, turn around, turn around. Yeah. Oh, I started moving a little too fast there. That one's definitely... Thrown out. Oh, that's right. There's animated emotes now on Twitch. I forgot that was a thing until I saw it again, because, yeah, that's a new feature that I'm actually kind of glad for in a way, As long as we don't get people just making, you know, emotes that are blatantly seizure-inducing. Yeah, we're doing that to make things a little bit, air quotes, easier on us. That doesn't seem like a good way to do this, actually. Again, yeah, that was definitely not the easier way to do that, but after I fucked up those jumps so much, I'm just kind of, yeah, a little bit on the... That was pretty close. Again, it was being done from a completely can't see much anything position. Let's leave and re-enter the room to reset the camera more readily. Oh, absolutely. This is... For the time, this is a pretty good game, and it really does a very good job of interpreting, well, both 3D platforming on the whole, and also a lot of mechanics from Link to the Past, very specifically, into a 3D format. And I can definitely appreciate and praise it for that. And then there's definitely some times when the game is just like, oh yeah, well, I don't know how much you expect, it's 1997. Incidentally, yes, this came out in November of 1997 in Japan. A whole year before Zelda OOT did, and I think that would probably be a game that I would compare this to the most easily because it greatly resembles it in a lot of ways. Again, you know, basically being, well, hey, we're doing a lot of the Zelda stuff, but in 3D. Except that this obviously has more of the platforming elements, like you have an actual jump button. The concept of the Rock's Feather was a thing from Link's Awakening that didn't really make its way outside of the portable Zeldas, I don't think. But I admit that I'm not necessarily always the most knowledgeable about that stuff. So don't take my word for it. And yes, it's true, I am definitely a Zelda scrub in that regard. Not the kind that spits nuts at you and sells you items that are probably just a little more expensive than they need to be, and you likely won't need them anyway. But you get what I'm saying. Okay, so I think we have to actually go back properly here, don't we? No, maybe not, but... Turn camera, can we... No, we would need that to go through the wall in order to get that angle. I'm going to assume that it's okay to do things this way. If it's not, we'll find out in a moment. We'll wait. 33 in the franchise. Yeah, I know there are a lot. And of course, they only brought, outside of Japan, like 3 or 4. Yeah, it's 4, because... they brought out Legend of the Mystical Ninja, aka the one for the SNES. And that is a very weird sort of localization because, like, actually I've been led to believe it's not a game that I've played. But from what I've been told, they actually didn't change a lot of things other than character names. 5. Okay, then I was slightly off. There was a Game Boy game, there was this one, and there was another N64 one called Goemon's Great Adventure. What else was it then? Did they... They didn't release the arcade, one of the early arcade games over here, did they? Oh, what am I doing, by the way? I can just have Sasuke jetpack across here, right? Yeah. Two Game Boy games. Oh, right. One was in... Yeah, one was just in a general Konami collection, right? There you go. That'll probably explain why I don't remember, because... You know... That'll fall by the wayside a little easily. Konami Classic 3, but you're not 100% sure of that. Alright, well... Hey, thank you for the information. I do appreciate it. Because... Yeah, Okay, is this blower, like, ever actually stop, or do we have to just go through it? 'Cause I don't mind taking a bunch of damage here. I've got health to spare. I just would prefer to do this the easier way, but sometimes you cannot. Go through the door. These ones attempt to rocket at us. I don't know, they're not getting a chance to do an attack. And yeah, there's this, by the way, but I don't remember how to get here. Can we see anything different with this? No, we can't. And a PlayStation game. Okay, yeah. I mean, I figured the NES and SNES ones because hacking that stuff is pretty normal. There are a large amount of those games that are translated. I don't 100% want to be like, oh yeah, it would be harder to find things that are untranslated. Or rather, that haven't been translated. Can I just go through that picture in the place where I saw it previously? Because I would not have thought to do that, actually. Yeah, but what was I saying? I feel like PlayStation stuff is only in relatively recent years are people doing hacks for that and translations and stuff. Like, even a lot of franchises that tend to get pretty wide looks at in those sorts of things. Like, I've mentioned it before, but I'm quite sad because I know that I've seen a fairly full translation of the script via a Let's Play thread from years ago of Super Robot Wars Z for PS2. I've mentioned that I'm quite sad about there not being a translation patch for that because I want to play that. But I know that the script has been, you know, that somebody has translated the script into the contents of that Let's Play thread, but there isn't a patch for it because putting that stuff together actually can kind of be a bit of a pain. That's one of the big things that I've learned from, you know, doing a lot of research about, you know, well, about a lot of games actually. But for some games, a lot of stuff goes into doing that stuff, especially like I think everybody by now kind of knows the basic story of how things went with the translated version of Mother 3 and the process that was involved there. Yikes! We were like staying on that pretty good for a moment there. Anyway, Can we get that camera around the corner? Yes. And yeah, I feel like what I'm trying to say is that while I know that there's hacks and stuff for some PS1 and later games, I believe it is still very much a developing field, so I'm not entirely surprised that anything afterwards would not be so well-trodden in that regard. Oh, you actually can. Neat. I did not know that that was a thing that... I would not have put that together. Maybe I just didn't see the painting very well the last time. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff for this series. That is correct. But of course, a very hard thing to really localize a lot of the time over here, so... It's not entirely surprising that they were like, we're a little lost here. And here we got this section. A little bit of a maze, I think. Okay, I guess you can remove those roses a little more easily by jumping around. Go. Signpost. Yep. This will be our... where we get a cutscene. We just have to get across here first. One extra jump just to throw you a little bit, I suppose. Oh no, they're gonna build a hidden base on it. Oh. Wrong franchise. Well, I mean, the final boss could go pretty terribly. This is where we get another musical number, I think. I'm going with yes. I love all the musical numbers in this game. It's pretty great. They do some good stuff. I mean, they got actually good singing voices, so... Sasuke can't be affected being a robot. Yeah, I talked about that, all the way back in the first stream, because that was one of the big things that I knew about after replaying that. I was like, what's so weird about them specifically besides, and then I go look it up. Oh boy. Wait a second, reactivate. Wasn't the bomb in the submarine and now it... Nah, who cares? He probably doesn't know if it's the same one or not. Are we saving before we have our Metroid-style escape sequence again? Yes. Oh wait, no, we didn't have one before, so it's not again. And we're not having one now! That I did not know either. We're gonna have to test it out in a moment. Oh my god, yes, you can! That is ridiculous. Far for the course for this game, but ridiculous. Ah! Get off the ground! Heck. I tried to jump there. I was a little late. But that's a big thing, that there's definitely a lot of wind up to the jumps in these sections, and I don't always account for it very well. Like there! But I also was trying to sneak a swing in before I had the jump. And that was me jumping too early. So this section is a lot longer than the ones before. And for good reason, because we're going to be fighting 2 fights in a row with Impact here. It's time for the final boss section. And this gets a little bit rough. Although, I mean, it's still really cool. I like this whole idea. Alright, so we can't shoot the core right now. We have to remove all the little ads. Can we defuse this in some way? Yeah, I'm not really a great shot at this. I'll just say that right now, because ooh, buddy. Do we have to like break the bits? Maybe. Again, it's been a bit, so. Excuse me if I'm not really the most correct about how to do this. Oh! I'm not paying attention to the thing in the middle. And I'm taking a good chunk of damage for it, and I kind of deserve it at that point. Four has appeared, stand by to attack. Right? I've played Star Fox before. Okay, so we can use that to do damage to the physical parts there. I don't think we can do that against the shots, but either way, I wouldn't really recommend it. That's for darn sure. Darn tootin'. All that. Our health is getting pretty low. I think we at least get some semblance of a refresh at the beginning of the next section, maybe. Or a checkpoint or something. And by next section, I mean the next fight in the sequence. As I've mentioned before, 2 bosses in a row. I keep seeming to land any hits in there. There we go, that's better. Aw, oh, damn it. Yeah, this is hard. Let's see what we restart with. Do we restart with, like, more health, maybe? Probably not, but... Well, 540, that does look like more, so... So here we're just going to use the chain to do damage to the physical sections. Gotta punch these balloons for coins to try and keep our supply up. Okay, we've managed to remove that. Okay, so more of its attack pattern we eliminate, the faster we get to the part where the little Peach battleships, where the little drones start shooting us. Yeah, we can't reach those with our punches. So our fists really are just good here for popping balloons for coins. We need good timing to be able to hit all 3 of them in a salvo from the bottom there. Oh, I bet that's coming through on the mic real fierce. Of me just trying to shoot that thing as fast as possible. Oh, nice cluster shot there. That's good. Can we grab that thing with the pipe? Does it do damage? It's 20 a hit. Okay. So I guess if we were to completely run ourselves out of coins, we would have another attack source. That's good. That's good. Ah! Right. All right. That is the first of two of our final bosses here. Take a moment to let all of my bones reconstruct themselves a little, I guess. Because I was mashing on that button a little hard. And that is actually a place where the N64 controller would have been a lot better, because that would have been the Z trigger I would have been shooting. And here we go, our final boss, D'Etoile. The big mech of Dancing, which kind of looks like the dude. Maybe it's just because the coat makes me think, you know. There's that big old shield. Attack patterns, I don't remember. So, this is gonna probably be a bit of a mess. Although, we got a lot of health. We're back up to 530, so, you know, this could turn out to not be so bad. Oh, I was early there. Alright, here it comes again. I could have done that decently and it would have been real great. Alright, land the coins. Pull up your shield. Okay. Alright, here comes not the diving roll. Alright. But we interrupted the attack with that instead, and I think we have to actually punch him when he comes at us with the shield. Punch chain. Okay. Right, when he's in tail slap, we interrupt him with the coin. There's a lot to account for here, basically, and I don't remember most of it, so that's real good. Oh, we didn't quite land the boot. Don't do anything stupid like that, idiot. Oh, wow, that counted. Okay. Shield up. We're going to take an unnecessary hit from that balloon, but managed to get in some good damage. Alright, what now? That is me doing the buttons wrong. really not having this today, are you, buddy? I mean, I get it, but also, like, come on. I got 90 health left. I can't be having you out here doing, like, actual strategy to me. I think we can just punch these big rocks, actually. Keep an eye on your radar, because he's going to be coming in at the end, I think. Oh no, it's not like the fish boss. I think the fish boss did that. I've already managed to forget. That's real good. That wasn't that long ago. For a second you thought it was Star Fox. Well, I mean, I did make a very, very direct Star Fox joke earlier. But we're almost done here. I mean, I'm definitely not having a great time of it. It's gonna be down to the wire for sure, but... Ow. Okay, yeah, we're gonna be redoing this fight. Hopefully we're not redoing the other part. As I think I mentioned, it can get kind of easy. Yeah, we actually... Wow, we're restarting with even more HP this time. We've got 640. I don't know if that's like a set amount that you restart with in each form or something, but I think it might be. Or if it's just like, hey, you get a little more each time to account for the fact that you're not good at video games, which, I mean, if so, thank you, Konami. I'm not good at video games, it's true. But I feel like the first time I played through this, well, again, first time since childhood, rather, because, of course, I played this game when I was a kid, and I did beat it when I was a kid. It was not really something that was easy. In fact, I think I had to get my brother's help more than once at that young age, but let me assemble my words together here. I feel like the last time I, like, died to the first impact boss, which is what I'm trying to get around to, ever since I was paying attention to this kind of stuff, which would have been when I managed to get this running, I don't think I noticed that any of my stuff was going up the more I got killed. So you can tell this guy hits pretty damn hard, because we haven't even taken that many hits, and we've lost 150 of our hit points there. Of our HPs. Or is it just HP? Just the singular. Yeah, see, we're still taking the damage when he does the spin attack. That's a bit of a cross counter there that is a little hard for me to figure out how to deal with. I got a question for all of you. Where do you stand on the phrase HPR, or the arrangement of, because technically HP does stand for hit points, but it feels like it makes more grammatical sense to say HP is as opposed to HPR, but I feel like, okay, I didn't even know that was a thing that I could do. Oh Jesus, that might be a terrible time for it. I can't aim it afterwards? Crud. However, I seem to have scared him off, so that's cool. Again, not a great time to be just testing goofy stuff like that out. Thank you for telling me about that, because I genuinely did not know that. I knew a couple of the combos, but that's about it. Yeah, what I was saying about HP as a stand-in for hit points there. So I guess if I use it while he's doing his super attack, it will probably go through it a little more easily. Let's make sure that I feel like I'm safe doing it. Oh, he's a little more to the side. Got him! That's cool. Oh, I thought that ended the boss fight. No, it's just a cutscene. Oh, absolutely jebaited. Fair enough, Fire Drake. Because I was thinking specifically about ActRaiser uses your HPR formation. Oh. I was setting up to do it, and then I just kind of goofed. Give him the boot. Yeah, boot finisher. Yeah! There we go. Final boss is over. Time for some cutscenes. So I guess the other part of that is, Fire Drake, how do you feel about the phrase HPs? Does that annoy you? Because it annoys me. Sounds about right, Fire Drake. Oh no, I think Danson is threatening the Meiji Restoration. Wait, that's like 350 years after this would have taken place at latest. Oh, and there we go. There's our cutscene laser. That one's not me. Oh, that got picked up on the mic. Sorry. Drinking from my big glass of water here. How do we get back from space? I guess impact takes us back, huh? Oh yeah, there you go. Literally, it's just impact takes us back from space. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, shit. Well, I hope it doesn't hit the Earth too hard. It seems to be coming down slowly enough. I am actually going to go and look that thing up that I said earlier while this is playing out. Okay, yes, I was wrong last stream of this game, but was correct this stream of this game that the Kyushu region is the inspiration for the Hoenn region in the Pokemon franchise. Just for those of you who are curious. I had originally said Sinnoh, but no, I'm stupid. That is the Hokkaido region, the cold part of Japan. They're actually just Impact fans, Goemon. Or maybe it's Omitsu who gets all the fangirls. No, it's for It's for the Peach Mountain dudes, I think. Yeah, they're gonna kick our asses for murdering Danson. Well, you know, what can you do? Alright, so that will wrap it up for Mystical Ninja starring Goemon on the N64. Finding out about that camera control thing would have helped out quite a bit earlier in the game, but it was still good to know. This game is a little bit rough around the edges, and there's a couple things that have aged very poorly, let's put it that way, in the script. But otherwise... Excuse me. Otherwise, not a terrible game. Very good 3D platformer for the era. Not too overpacked with material. You know, it's just about the right size, which... That sounds really silly, but there were definitely a lot of games from this era. Stuff like... not Banjo-Kazooie, pardon me. I almost said Banjo-Kazooie 64. That would have been really stupid of me to say. But Donkey Kong 64 and Banjo-Tooie were definitely wildly overpacked with content. They could feel a little bit bogged down at times. But this game is very, very good about that, and I didn't get to use the bazooka during this, did I game over? I did not game over during this playthrough. The only time that I died was against the final boss there. I died once to the Peach Battleship, and I died once to D'Etoile. But those are the only times that I died. The last time my life counter was visible on screen, I had 9 lives. And I did not purchase any surprise packs at any point, so... Yeah. Overall, pretty good. I loved these sequences of playing as Impact, and I did sort of mention that, yeah, it's basically very similar to the arcade Punch-Outs and Super Punch-Out on the Super Nintendo as well. Probably also Punch-Out Wii, but I have not played that game ever, or seen any footage from it in a while. Reload a fresh save, get a game over. I think I can do that. You know what? Since I usually have a much longer stream than this, I don't see why I can't just do that. And we'll run a little extra, and we'll get that game over after we see all these credits. For those of you who are interested in this type of game, this sense of humor, I would suggest looking up the anime Gintama if you want something to watch, or play the other Goemon games. Most of them have been, well, most of them up to about this period have been translated into English in some form or another. There are translation patches, I've been informed, for all of the NES and Super NES games, and one of the PlayStation games. And of course, there was the original release of Legend of the Mystical Ninja on SNES over here in the States. But I haven't played that, so I don't know how good it is. I'm just basing off a hearsay that I've heard. It's a surprisingly accurate translation aside from changing character names. Especially for, like, 1992. I think Legend was 1992. Don't quote me on that until I go look it up on Wikipedia. Yes, released in 1992 in America. I did know that Ibizumaru was named after Ibizu-san there, but I did not know that that is what he went on to... That's what happened after that. That is pretty cool. There's a lot of interesting shit going on with this. Goodfeel also was involved with Wario Land Shake It, Kirby's Epic Yarn. Yoshi's Woolly World, Mario and Luigi Dream Team, Crafted World has already been mentioned. So that's some neat stuff. You know, even if even if Konami, although Capcom, well, even if Konami is not currently the world's greatest video game company ever, a lot of good stuff came out of Konami, and a lot of the people who did stuff there went on to do other good things. And gosh, I hope Kojima is able to... Thank you. I hope Kojima is one day able to do PT, but I digress. Do we get to go back to the title screen from here? Yes, we do. All right, so let's go ahead and let's load up a fresh save file, and you know, we don't need to use the memory card here, of course. And can we just skip these cutscenes? Yes, we can. So we can go get our game over as quickly as possible. You have a very good point, Fire Drake. That, you know, certainly Konami is, as I said, Konami is a bit of a shadow of its former self right now, but obviously it was not at the time. Oh, I talked to the dog by jumping at it by accident. So, is this way going to take me out of town? I think this will help me get there. You can tell it's been a while since I've been... Well, it'll help me get out of town in a different way, that's for sure. This is going to take me a sec, because I got to go find a place where I find some enemies. And honestly, all considered, you start with kind of a lot of life in this game. You got 5 whole hearts? Move the fuck over, Link. Sounds like almost a mean thing to say, but on the other hand, never accuse me of being a nice person sometimes, I guess. Nope. Stand still. Okay, so it seems like... Just standing this while my iframes wear off. Yeah, see, I'm standing in the enemy, right? Maybe I wasn't. It looked like it. I was like, do I not get hit? No, I clearly do. I've just been a little off every time. I was about to say... Do my iframes technically keep lasting if I'm inside of something when they wear off? Because that would be very weird, but kind of neat. Alright, I'm pretty sure I have to die one more time, because... Yeah, I figured being at 0 lives here. Yeah. I seem to recall having been dropped to 0 lives in a previous playthrough, and... Yeah. Alright, let's see it! Oh, I see we suddenly switched into Choiniki. Gonna let this sit for a moment, because it might keep going somewhere. Good music, though. I like that they gave the game over screen low-key one of the best music tracks in the game. Pretty good. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's hit that goodbye button, I guess, just because I like that that's their don't try again is goodbye. Nice.